welcome back here. Second part of week 1 of the podcast that we're doing here.
Yeah.
The Red Moon Saloon.
Red Moon Saloon, and we're getting all salooned up here.
Yes, sir.
A couple tall boys deep right now.
A couple guys talking about Star Wars. You know how it is. Our topic for discussion is going to be Flashpoints on this second endeavor here. What are they? What are the different names? What you could expect. So here we go. And I just want to know.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. That is right. Which everything is all
Good.
So a couple of the flashpoints that we have here that you will experience in the Old Republic by names is the SWTOR. It's early game. It's the Republic only.
So we won't see much of it.
We won't see much of it. No. Personally, we're gonna play a little bit more on the Sith side. A little bit of the dark side because we really want to.
Now, fulfill your destiny.
That's what we're trying to do. And the SWTORs, basically, Republic transports. They're going to secretly carry a high-profile passenger that's attacked by Imperials. Your team must defend the ship and eventually decide the passenger's fate, which is really
Good.
Any takes on that from you, Krause?
Oh, it sounds good. Just like Emperor Palpatine said over there. I'm excited for one called the Boarding Party. It's a mid-game one for Empire only. That sounds really cool. It looks like you're gonna be taking over some kind of a ship or something, and I'm excited for it. To tell you the truth.
And another one that is Empire only is the Black Talon. It's early game. Like I said, Empire only. The scenario here says is captain of an Imperial transport refuses official orders to interrupt a Republic transport. And your team must seize control of the transport and carry out the mission. Will you kill or spare the captain? I say we kill the mother. Only because...
I have foreseen it.
And basically,
It's a trap.
it's a trap, basically. And I was just...
I wonder if your feelings on this matter are clear.
And because we're definitely Sith, so.
Yeah.
Back to the Republic. There is a mid-game flashpoint called Terrell V. This is, like I said, mid-game Republic. It's where the description here says Imperials are holding a Jedi prisoner who is critical to the Republic war effort, which is a whole bunch of nonsense. They must travel deep into the enemy territory to recover the key to liberate this Republic hero. Sounds like it could be fun. Depending on what they're gonna do there, exactly how they're gonna.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Terrell V.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end game. That's gonna be the first one that we're gonna be suiting up for the raids. Or
No, that's mid game. That's mid game.
oh, what was I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at Directive 7 is the one I'm looking at. That's
Right, that's
the
end game for both
one.
sides.
Yeah, that's where you're probably gonna be at. Getting your gear to get ready for the raids, which are called operations. You know what the raids
So, end game is what we're all going for. We're all striving for here in the Flashpoints. Looks like there are 2 early games for Republic and Empire Flashpoints, and then there's going to be 2 mid games for Republic and Empire, and then there's going to be 1 end game for both sides here.
That's what they got so far. I read something on the forums where somebody was talking about how they're putting more flashpoints in as we get close to the release date that aren't going to have as much story in them, but they're just throwing them in there so that we can have more stuff to do. There's a magazine article by I can't remember what magazine it was, but I read this article, and it basically said that from level 16 on, every 4 levels, you should have a flashpoint.
Right, that's going to be good because it seems like too early and then too mid game, the game would get pretty boring. So I hope that they're gonna plan on revealing more flashpoints towards the initial release date. So I would assume that
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
So with that, we can only hope that BioWare is going to come out with some good flashpoints. Hopefully they're not.
May the Force be with us.
Hopefully they're not all the same. Hopefully they're all different. Hopefully every time you run through them they're not very repetitive, because I know a lot of MMOs, they got the same shit, the same fucking shit every time. I heard BioWare is going to get away from that, to whereas every flashpoint may be different every time that you run through that flashpoint.
Yeah, we'll see. There's going to be storyline choices where you're going to be able to pick dialogue choices. So hopefully we see a lot of that in the flashpoints that will have different outcomes as you're doing the flashpoint.
That would be great. I mean, if that's what they decide.
So be it.
So, that would be really nice.
You're having a lot of fun with that Emperor soundboard over there.
Yeah, it's a good soundboard. I figured we'd add a little bit of fun stuff to the podcast. Don't ever take us too serious.
Especially in the second half, because we're
Yeah.
usually pretty drunk.
Yeah, so I mean, we're just trying to have fun, shed a little insight on some Star Wars, and patience is always a good thing with us.
Patience, my friend.
So you just always got to remember that we're just out here to have a good time, talk about Star Wars, and
Yes, I know.
that sometimes we might get on some people's nerves, but if we don't,
There is a great disturbance in the Force.
so you know how that goes. But this is the second part.
Let's talk about the loot. The loot. There's going to be loot bags at the end of every flashpoint.
Okay.
And every player is going to get a loot bag. And in that loot bag, there's going to be random stuff, but I think it's going to be geared towards your class. So,
Which is good, because I hate playing other MMOs where you get a bunch of bullshit that doesn't pertain to you. So it'd be really nice to get gear that is specific for your class and maybe what you're trying to accomplish there.
yeah, I can't tell you how many times in other MMOs where you go through the instance and every time that you kill a boss, something drops that you can't fucking use. And by the end of the instance, you're just, especially if you're doing it with strangers.
Right.
But that's not going to happen here, because one thing that they've clearly said is that there's going to be no cross-realm dungeon finders or no cross-realm BGs, or what are they called? Or they want half of the cigarette?
Yeah.
Yeah, once Gooch gets a beer in him, he becomes a smoker. But anyways, let me light up another cigarette.
But not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, hopefully BioWare will be able to shed some further light in the aspect of the flashpoints. There's a few that they've hit on, some seem
Let's talk about
appetizing,
the cross realm thing, because I know a lot of players are pissed off when World of Warcraft was the one that came up with the whole cross realm dungeon finder, cross realm BG, and a lot of players hate it, and I don't really like it. At first it was cool because
of the long wait times and things of that nature, but
yeah, instant pop stuff. But at the other thing, like at the other side of the argument, I mean, I've done it. I've been assholes to people because I probably won't see them again. And what is really going to be nice about the Old Republic is there's going to be a community. I mean, you're not going to be an asshole to people that you see almost every day on the server, especially if you play every day like I will be, because I'm going to be on winter break from college when it releases. So
Me too, so I'll be heavily dedicated, eyes bloodshot, up for 2 days,
Yes.
playing the Old Republic, which is going to be really nice. My girlfriend may not like that, but we're trying to incorporate her into the podcast, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. But how much time do we got left?
You got about 4 minutes left, so I mean, we can wrap it up here.
Time flies. No, let's talk more about the flashpoints, because A lot of people, they don't know that much about the Flashpoints. Other people, they sit on the website, on the forums all day trying to get every piece of information. I can't really make fun of them because I'm one of them. But
for all you trolls out there, I just want to say F you, okay?
yeah.
Get off the forums and, quit trolling them and bitch about the game that hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick and tired of seeing...
Because according to BioWare...
Everything is proceeding as I had foreseen.
which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. So we'll get in-game and, we'll figure out what it is. We'll figure out what we like to do. We'll figure out the flashpoints.
Yeah, stop complaining about things that you haven't even played yet is what my big beef is with probably more than half of the community that's on the forums. But I guess that's what they're there for, is for people to bitch about. Not really, but everybody seems to think so. But anyways, the loot bags, that's going to be pretty cool because you're always going to get something that pertains to your character that you're playing, the class that you're playing. So
that'll help each character get, a little more gear, a little more, I hate getting the gear that I can't use.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure you're gonna be running the same flashpoint multiple times to get that one piece of gear if you really want it. You might not be guaranteed to get it the first time you run it, but I mean that's okay. I mean, really, even if I got every piece of gear that I wanted the very first time I ran a flashpoint, I would probably still run it again, especially since there's gonna be so much story involved in a lot of these.
Right. I mean, it's all gonna be new to us, but eventually, we're gonna find out that.
Go on, it's finished, my friend.
So in the end, it's gonna be cool. So we're looking forward to the release date 12/20. I might be waiting out in line. I am unfortunately one of the ones. Yeah, I don't have early access.
I pre-ordered. Bitch.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order it. So Krosi's gonna get a 2-day jump on me. So
let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about the early access. How much time we got left?
We got about 2 minutes left here.
Yeah, let's talk about the early access. The way it works for you people that haven't that have pre-ordered and are wondering that haven't found out, they announced that the early access is going to be 5 days, and the way that's going to work out is it's going to be based on when you pre-ordered. So everybody that pre-ordered right when you were able to, you'll probably get a 5-day head start. Where people like me that pre-ordered only a few months ago, probably going to be in the middle. I'm hoping for a 3-day head start, probably 2-day. If you're listening to our show right now and you pre-order, you probably only get 1-day jump.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
It's not the end of the world. I'll look forward to the 12/20 release date. I'll start my character on the day that I get it, and Krosi might be a couple days ahead of me, but it's all good, and I'll experience it when it comes. So that's all we got to say about that.
Yes. So we're gonna be signing out here. This is the Red Moon Saloon, done with week 1. We'll be coming with. I think I just almost knocked over my mic.
Yeah. But definitely we're gonna wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed everything here. This is Gooch signing off for the Red Moon Saloon, and
this is Krosi signing off too.
We look forward to you guys listening to our next podcast. Hopefully it was interesting. We're trying to spice it up a little bit. We're kind of new to the podcasting. Just hang in there with us. We're gonna be coming at you with information, fun facts, and a lot of soundboard clips from your favorite Star Wars characters. So
yeah, we'll try to introduce ourselves, give a little more background next week on where we come from, what MMOs we've played, our favorite foods and things like that.
So we will see you next week, and this is the first podcast from the Red Moon Saloon, and everybody take care.